If you're looking to steal a professional's landing page design that gets the highest possible conversion rate for your business, then you're in the right spot. In this video, I'm going to just bust open the doors to all of my secrets that I've literally been developing over the last 8 years and that I've seen work in not only businesses that are doing products, but also service-based businesses, consulting, non-for-profits, all of this. This template works, and if you copy it, I'm almost guarantee that it's going to be better than any other landing page that you've used. Now, just as a small disclaimer, this video isn't going to go into the psychology of the wording you use on your landing page. I am releasing a video within 1 to 2 weeks that's going to spell that out, how you can write the best copy that convinces people to buy from you. Like and subscribe and turn on notifications so that you know when that video comes out. But to be honest, if you just copy and paste this landing page, the design itself is probably going to surpass anything else that you've used in the past. So let's jump into it and I'll break this down for us. All right, so this is a business that I'm a part of. It's a marketing agency that is specifically for tradies. I've got all the data on it, which is why I know this works. So let's break this down. There's a couple of things you need to consider with a landing page. And if you're not interested in knowing why it works, just know that it does. This is a landing page that I personally built for a new marketing agency that I'm a part of. Seeing as we're not going into the psychology behind it and the copywriting that's involved, I'm going to point out the key elements, and I'm just going to scroll through so that you can literally copy and paste and steal this for yourself. One of the main things you need to consider when you're building a landing page is it needs to be almost painfully simple. You'll notice as we go through this whole landing page, the design isn't going to be flamboyant. It's not going to be super attractive in terms of the design itself, but that's kind of by design. What you need to understand, if you go above and beyond with the design, it can start to actually distract from the actual information that you're trying to give to the person reading. The other thing that we do intentionally is try and keep it all in a single flow down. So you're not having images and then text, and you're not mixing around where the text is. It's kind of all just in a line. There are some little sections that you'll see as we go where that's slightly different, but you want the flow to be very mono. So you're essentially taking out any complexity and putting all of the complexity into persuading someone to actually buy from you. The other thing that you need to do on every landing page, I don't care if you don't steal this design, but check your own, is there needs to be one call to action. So you can't have it that someone's got to click here to get a quote, another button that says click here and schedule in an appointment. If you give them too many options, you're going to start to crash your conversion rate. A landing page, one landing page for one call to action. That's it. As we go through this, I'll point out the main things that you should consider apart from the ones that I've just explained. So the first one is, I would highly, highly recommend having a video. A video is going to be your fastest way to a conversion rate improvement. The video shouldn't be any more than 2 minutes. It should be your 90-second elevator pitch as to why someone should buy from you. You should include social proof in that. You should include benefits and features, what makes you unique. But a big part of it is just putting a face to the service they're going to buy or the product they're going to buy. So having a promotional video, incredibly helpful in terms of conversion rate. As we go down, again, you'll notice how simple this website is. We're just dot pointing a lot of it with the benefits and the features. You go in, you've just got a scrolling through image of past work so that they can see that you've done it before. As you go down, then you need to convince them that the process isn't going to be painful for them. A lot of times people will get hesitant to purchase when they're not sure what the next step's going to be. So they're like, is this going to be a complicated process? Is it going to be worth me going through all this hassle and then finding out I need all this extra stuff in order to make it work? So spelling out how it works and why it works is very important. Then again, making sure that you're pushing your uniqueness, how you differ from someone else providing the same service. I don't want to go too deep into the psychology of this. I'm just going to go through and let you see it. I get a bit carried away when I'm making these videos. I want to put as much information as possible. The other element that is beyond crucial, and we don't have a lot for this website, is social proof. So even like we've got here, 3 reviews is enough, but you do need some sort of social proof. So social proof are reviews, testimonials, and to an extent, past work. So if you can have that, like we showed just above, you've got the scrolling through image of work that's been done before that's very relevant to the people that you're trying to convert. So in this example, it's for tradies. So we've got a lot of tradie websites scrolling through. Then as you go down, then you hit them again with the reviews. This is incredibly important because no one wants to buy from someone who's never done the service before or has never sold one of their products before. So by showing past people that are happy with what you've done is going to, again, just explode your conversion rate. And then you go down to the offer, quite low on the list. So you notice that we've been talking about it until we get down here. And at the end, you then hit them with the price, you hit them with all the features, and you then ask for that sale or for the conversion, whatever your call to action is. And again, you'll notice that it's just a simple let's chat. We're not getting them to go through this huge sign up process. We're not asking too much from them. You can add that complexity in if you're getting too many conversions, but a lot of people we talk to, they're not at that stage. So making that as simple and as painless as possible is really important. So then you go into your call to action, and then what we like to do is very close to the call to action so that they kind of can't miss it if they get to this stage, is hitting them with their objections and giving them a response to that. So you can see here, like, how long does it take? Who is it made for? All of those things that are just common questions that you get asked when you're selling your service or your product. Answer them on the landing page, because what they might do is they're like, oh, I'm not quite sure. I'll see if there's more information. If they're scrolling down, they're not convinced yet. That way, if you have this where you're answering the questions, keep it simple, but then at least they know, okay, my main points are answered. Let's get in touch. Let's start the process and turn that browser into a lead, and then you can go from there. And then it's up to your sales process to turn that into a client. That's the design. Again, incredibly simple, not complicated with the design, all in a single flow. So it's not that they're going from left to right and up and down. It's literally just scroll down and keep learning and keep getting convinced. So hopefully this has been helpful. Steal it. I don't mind. You can literally steal it, change the wording, and it's yours. What I will say though is please do like and subscribe and turn on your notifications, because it's quite as 50% of it is the design and 50% of it is the wording. So if you want to understand how we come up with the wording for a landing page, then the next video that comes out is going to be very important for you. So let's see you in the next one.